Hello, everyone. Those are different ways of saying hello to you. My name is Thembile and welcome to iStimela Sendaba, the story train. Yebo, for the next 11 days, 11 vibrant storytellers will bring you a daily dose of African stories to engage and delight with. This session is a visual African storytelling, and it will bring you a series of fascinating and wacky and memorable stories traveling to you on our story train from different parts of South Africa and the whole of Africa. You know what, my friends? I am not alone. I am with Chulu and Nonki. Chulu and Nonki will say hi to us.
Hello, friends. Hello, friends. How are you? How are you, friends? We are so excited to be part of this storytelling platform. I can't wait to see you every day and to hear all sorts of cool stories. Are you ready for today's story, friends? Friends, we are so excited to be with you. Thembile and I will be your captains on this story train for the next 11 days, and we will be having different drivers with us. Thank you very much for introducing us, Thembile, and we will see our friends tomorrow, right, Nonki? Yes, friends. Thank you so much. Enjoy our story. Thank you, Thembile. See you all tomorrow.
Thank you so much, Chulu and Nonki. You know what? Chulu and myself will be your host, and this session was born out of a collaboration between Arcitage and Play Africa Children's Museum. And you know what is going to happen? We are going to tell you like 11 stories, and today we have our beautiful Thobekile Mbanda from KZN with her story, Latozi and her Uhadi. Let us listen carefully, my friend. And one more thing, if you want to interact with us, you can write a message on the chat on the side of your screen and tell us how you are feeling and how you are engaging with us. Take us away, Thobekile.
Hello, friendly friends. Welcome on board. Choo-choo. iStimela. But before I start our story today, I would like you to help me to call all the fairies of storytelling to jump on this train with us so that we can take a magical ride. I'm going to say, Wasuka Suke. You're going to say, Oz. Are you ready? Wasuka Suke.
Oz.
We can do better than that. One more time. Wasuka Suke.
Oz.
This is a story about a very lovely girl called Latozi from the Eastern Cape. Latozi grew up in the village of Mqhekezweni in Umtata. Latozi was a bubbly, friendly girl. She loved making music and playing with her friends, and most of all, she loved a good laugh. Latozi grew up with her mother, her grandmother, her grandparents, and her brothers and sisters. And it was a very nice household, but her father was away working in the mines of Johannesburg. Now, life wasn't always easy for Latozi and her family in the farm. But the nice thing is that they had land and they could grow their own food. They grew things like spinach, they grew potatoes. What else do you think they grew? Cabbages, yes. What else? Potatoes. Oh, I love potatoes. And they also had some lovely farm animals like the sheep, the goat, and the chicken. There was never a dull moment at Latozi's house because there was always work to be done. Latozi used to wake up early in the morning to do her chores because her mom used to tell her, Latozi, do what you have to before you do what you want to, because now is better than later. And that always made Latozi happy because she knew if she did everything on time, then she has more time to make music and play with her friends. So she used to sweep the yard. She watered the garden. Do you help with any chores in the house? What chores do you help with? Or not? You can, others make their own bed, others clean the dishes, others clean their rooms. There's a lot of chores you can do in the house. So Latozi also had to feed the chickens while her brother took the cows for a nice graze in the faraway place by the village. Latozi always enjoyed her chores because she had her happy song that she would sing while she did her chores. Oh, she loved that song. Even the neighbors could hear her singing in the morning and say, "Ooh, that Latozi, she's got more rhythm than words," because she'd rather be singing than talking. Oh, but she loved her place. Now, Emqhekezweni didn't have a lot of things. That included there were no schools. So Latozi and her brother never got a chance to go to school, but they did all their learning at home, just like we've been doing during lockdown now. Everything they needed to learn, they learned from the land and from their grandparents and their aunts and uncles. But the evenings were most exciting for Latozi because the villagers would all gather around Ehlahleni school, where they would share stories and play music until it was time for little Latozi to be off to bed. Do you have a favorite bedtime story? Now, Emqhekezweni was a beautiful village because it was also a village of the gifters. What would happen is that the older girls of the village will make instruments for the little girls. And when Latozi turned 10, it was her turn to receive a gift of umhrupe. Umhrupe is a mouthbow instrument that the older girls made for the little ones, and it sounded something like this. Latozi and her friends, they would play until their cheeks got sore, and sometimes they were a little bit naughty because they wouldn't do their chores properly because they wanted to quickly go play in the fields and play their instruments. But Latozi's mother always reminded her, "Latozi, do what you have to before you do what you want to, because now is better than later." And so she did her chores and carried on with her friends playing her instruments. Now, one day, there was a huge celebration in the village because all of the travelers from the different cities came back home to Emqhekezweni. Latozi's father happened to be one of the villagers who was back, and the village held a huge feast, and people told stories of the different cities they've been. They sang the new songs that they've learned, and even produced instruments that they had received in the faraway places. Now, Latozi's father knew how much Latozi loved music and got her istorotoro, also known as a jaw harp. He bought 3 of them, one for Latozi, one for her brother, and one for him. And he showed them how to play, and they made music for the villagers until sunset. And they would play until it slips in the tongue, just like it did now that is the Jaws harp, and Latozi now had 2 instruments. She had umhrupe at 10 years old, and she had istorotoro by the time she was 12. Now, her father left the village once again to go back to the city, but Latozi always treasured her storotoro because it reminded her of her daddy. And one day when she was 14, she had to go fetch water by the river close to her house. It was a long walk, and she and her friends embarked on it daily to go get water. On their way back, Latozi slipped and fell, and she rolled back down to the riverbed and she started screaming because she was in so much pain. The other girls tried to help her up, but they couldn't. So they ran to the village to ask for help. Help us, Latozi fell. And the women ran to the river and helped Latozi and carried her home. Oh, she was in so much pain for so long and she couldn't go outside anymore and play with her friends. And that made her really sad. But her friends, because they loved how she played her instrument, they asked her if they could come visit. And the mother said, oh yes, please come see her, cheer her up for us. And they went with their instruments. Latozi, do you want to play with us? I'm right. Oh, Latozi, play with us. You know that if you do this now, you feel better later. And so she smiled and pulled out her umhube. Oh, they played and laughed until they fell next to Latozi's bed. And Latozi started to feel a little bit more better because her friends were there to help her when she was in pain. Later that evening, Latozi's mom had made her a gift. And she came to Latozi's bed and said, my little girl, when I was your age, my mother made me my first Uhadi instrument. And now that you have grown so beautifully and you're full of love and respect, I've made you your own instrument. And Latozi was so excited. You, mama, I said, mama, yo, kanijongeni. Oh my God, mama, thank you so much. It's so beautiful, exclaimed Latozi. I've been wanting to play this instrument for so long because I always see my mother and my grandmother and the older girls play. I'm now finally ready to play. And her mom taught her a few songs that she could play until she was able to write her own song. And this is one of the songs. And I'm going to need you to help me with this one. We'll sing it a couple of times. Okay, my stick. We need to change sticks. Faster. Oh, she loved her Uhadi so much. It was hard for her to let it go because it gives you this nice, beautiful feeling on your chest with all the nice vibrations of sound. And Latozi grew up to be extremely good with her instruments. Now she's 14 years old and she has 3 instruments. She has umkhulube, she has the storotoro, and now she has Uhadi. And she enjoyed playing all of them and became the village's greatest player at a very young age. Then one day, it came a time where Latozi had to leave the village and go look for work in the faraway cities. But she didn't leave her instruments behind. She took all of them with her. And luckily for her, she got an opportunity to travel the world to sing for everyone. And she was reminded of a dream when she was sick that she had of playing in many different villages for many people who speak different languages, even languages that she can't understand. But the music always made it seem that they all knew each other. And Latozi traveled the whole of Africa continent, she traveled the globe, and she traveled around our beautiful country, South Africa. And she played many, many beautiful songs for the people. Now, she's 98 years old this year. And she's been very well and healthy, still making music instruments and playing for the people. Because of her hard work preserving and promoting and developing indigenous music and instruments, She's been nominated as the South African Living National Treasure. Hala! Latozi. Okay. Latozi wethu. Maybe I made a mistake. She's 96 years old, not 98 years old. When she started traveling after she left the village, she stopped calling herself Latozi and now calls herself Madosi. Hala! La Madosi. And that was a song she would play every time she was in faraway lands and she missed home. Iyaphela ingwani yethu lapho bangana bangani. Tos iyaphela. And before I leave, I'm gonna play you Istorotoro one more time. iStimela, Sendaba, speaking. Bye, friendly friends. See you tomorrow.
Hello, siyabonga. Yes, iStimela Sendaba. Choo-choo! That was a lovely story. Thank you so much, Thobekile. Thank you for reminding us that we also need to play different instruments. My friends, do you want to know how many instruments that I have here right now? Just like Umama Tonsini did, right? It is what I also did, growing up playing different instruments. And let me play one instrument. Oh, another one. And my friends, now I am going to play one song for you from Umama Tonsini, and please do enjoy before we close, right? Just enjoy this, then I will come back to you right now. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you for joining us. You know what? Umama Tonsini did a lovely thing for us. Thank you for watching Thobekile, Latozi, and Uhadi. You know what? She actually performed all over the world, just like Thobekile told us. And thank you so much to Asitech South Africa. Thank you so much to ePlay Africa for bringing us this storytelling. But before I go, I want to teach you something. I want to teach you how to make an instrument, your instrument that you can use right now as well, right, my friends? So what I need you to do is, if you can find a tissue roll, right, my friends? If you can find a tissue roll and do it like this and close it at the end like this. Then you take some rice and put inside. There is my rice, and close on the other side. There is magic. And you put some tape and tape. Right, my friends, you will be having your own first instrument that you can play. This instrument is called a shaker. So you can hear that. Thank you so much. Thank you for joining us today, and hope to see you tomorrow, same time at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, South African time. Tomorrow we'll be having Busisiwe Radebe with Musidi, the girl child. Hope you enjoyed today and see you tomorrow. Bye-bye, friends. Bye-bye, bangani bami. Nisaleni kahle. Choo-choo!